Jesus Christ stands as one of the most influential figures in human history. His presence and teachings have left an indelible mark on the world, shaping the course of civilizations and the hearts of countless individuals. His teachings have shaped cultures, inspired movements, and continue to resonate with billions worldwide. From the early followers who spread his message across continents to the modern-day believers who find solace and guidance in his words, Jesus' influence is undeniable. From humble beginnings in Bethlehem to his profound teachings that challenged societal norms, Jesus' life and message have captivated hearts for centuries. His birth in a manger, surrounded by humble shepherds and wise men from the East, set the stage for a life that would forever alter the course of history. His story is one of love, sacrifice, and hope, offering timeless wisdom that remains relevant in our modern world. The crucifixion, a moment of immense suffering, symbolizes the ultimate act of love and sacrifice, while his resurrection brings a message of hope and renewal. Despite the passage of time, Jesus' teachings on love, forgiveness, and compassion continue to inspire individuals and communities alike. His parables, such as the Good Samaritan and the Prodigal Son, teach us the importance of kindness, mercy, and unconditional love. His message transcends cultural and religious boundaries, urging us to live lives of purpose, meaning, and service to others, whether through his interactions with the marginalized or his teachings on the Mount. Jesus calls us to a higher standard of living, one that prioritizes the well-being of others. As we delve into the truth about Jesus Christ, we uncover not just a historical figure, but a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration, and a guide for navigating the complexities of human existence. His life serves as a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and unwavering commitment to one's principles. His life and teachings offer a path to inner peace, reconciliation, and a deeper understanding of our place in the universe. Through prayer, meditation, and reflection on his words, we can find a sense of calm and direction in our often chaotic lives. Join us as we embark on a journey to unveil the impact of Jesus Christ, separating myth from reality and exploring the profound relevance of his message in today's world. Together, we will explore how his teachings continue to shape our values, influence our actions, and inspire us to strive for a better, more compassionate world. To truly understand the impact of Jesus Christ, we must first separate the man from the myths. Over centuries, misconceptions and interpretations have sometimes obscured the true nature of his life and teachings. Jesus, born in an ordinary family in Bethlehem, walked the dusty roads of Galilee, experiencing the joys and sorrows of everyday life. He wasn't a distant deity, but a man who felt compassion, anger, and grief. He shared meals with sinners and outcasts, challenging the rigid social structures of his time. Jesus' teachings were rooted in love, humility, and a deep connection with God, whom he addressed as Abba, meaning Father. He emphasized the importance of personal transformation, urging his followers to love their enemies, forgive transgressions, and seek justice for the oppressed. By dispelling the myths surrounding his persona, we encounter Jesus as he truly was. A compassionate teacher, a radical advocate for the marginalized, and a living embodiment of God's love for humanity. Jesus' ministry was marked by extraordinary acts of healing and compassion, often referred to as miracles. These events weren't mere displays of power, but profound expressions of God's love for humanity manifested through him. From restoring sight to the blind, to healing the sick, and even raising the dead, Jesus' miracles revealed his divine nature and his deep empathy for those suffering. These acts of compassion were not isolated incidents, but integral to his message of love and redemption. Each miracle served as a tangible sign of God's kingdom breaking into the world, offering hope, healing, and restoration. Jesus' miracles challenged the prevailing beliefs of his time, demonstrating that God's love was not bound by religious rituals or social hierarchies, but freely available to all who sought it. They stand as timeless reminders of God's power to transform lives and offer hope in the face of despair, inspiring us to extend compassion and love to those in need. Section 4. Parables of Wisdom, Timeless Truths Unveiled. In this section, we delve into the profound teachings of Jesus, whose parables have transcended time and culture to offer wisdom that remains relevant today. Jesus was a master storyteller, using simple yet profound parables to convey spiritual truths and challenge conventional thinking. His stories were not just for entertainment, they were designed to provoke thought and inspire change. These allegorical tales, often drawn from everyday life, held deeper meanings that resonated with people from all walks of life. Whether it was a farmer sowing seeds or a shepherd searching for a lost sheep, Jesus used familiar scenarios to illustrate complex spiritual lessons. Through parables like the Good Samaritan, the Prodigal Son, and many others, Jesus communicated messages of love, mercy, and redemption. These stories were not just about the characters within them, but were reflections of the listeners' own lives and choices. In the sower and the seed, Jesus illustrated the importance of a receptive heart and the transformative power of faith. Each parable was a lesson in itself, offering insights into the human condition and the divine nature. Jesus imparted timeless wisdom about God's kingdom, the nature of faith, and the importance of living a life of compassion and forgiveness. His teachings emphasized that the kingdom of God is not a distant reality, but a present possibility, accessible to those who live by his principles. His parables were not merely moralistic stories, but invitations to self-reflection and transformation. They encouraged listeners to look within, to question their own beliefs and behaviors, and to seek a deeper understanding of their relationship with God and others. They challenged listeners to examine their own lives, confront their prejudices, and embrace a new way of seeing the world and their place in it. The parables were a call to action, urging people to live out the values of the kingdom in their daily lives. The parables of Jesus continue to resonate with us today, offering timeless insights into human nature, the nature of God, and the path to spiritual growth. They bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and contemporary life, reminding us that the core truths of love, compassion, and forgiveness are as relevant now as they were then. They serve as powerful reminders that God's love is available to all, regardless of their past mistakes or social standing. In a world often divided by differences, the parables of Jesus call us to unity, understanding, and a shared journey towards spiritual enlightenment. Section 5. Embracing the Outcasts. A heart for the marginalized. Jesus' ministry was characterized by a radical inclusivity that challenged the social norms of his time. He consistently reached out to those marginalized and ostracized by society, extending compassion and love to the outcasts, the poor, the sick, and the sinners. He dined with tax collectors, engaged with women in a patriarchal society, and touched the untouchables, defying social boundaries and religious conventions. Jesus saw beyond social labels, recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. He challenged his followers to do the same, emphasizing that true love knows no bounds and extends to all, regardless of their circumstances or perceived flaws. His interactions with the marginalized serve as a powerful reminder that God's love is not exclusive but inclusive, embracing all who seek it. Jesus' example calls us to challenge injustice, advocate for the vulnerable, and create a more just and compassionate world where everyone feels valued and respected. Section 6. The Sermon on the Mount, a blueprint for living. The Sermon on the Mount stands as a cornerstone of Jesus' teachings, offering a transformative vision for living a life grounded in love, compassion, and justice. This sermon, delivered on a hillside to a diverse group of followers, encapsulates the essence of Jesus' message and his call to a higher way of living. In this profound discourse, Jesus challenged his followers to live counterculturally, emphasizing inner transformation over outward appearances. He urged them to look beyond societal norms and expectations, to seek a deeper, more meaningful existence rooted in spiritual and moral integrity. He taught that true blessedness is found not in material wealth or social status, but in humility, mercy, peacemaking, and a heart devoted to righteousness. These values, he explained, are the true markers of a life well lived, a life that reflects the divine principles of God's kingdom. The Sermon on the Mount provides practical guidance on navigating relationships, handling anger, practicing forgiveness, and living with integrity in a world often driven by self-interest. Jesus' words offer a roadmap for personal and communal transformation, encouraging us to build a society based on mutual respect and understanding. Jesus' teachings in this sermon call us to a higher standard, urging us to be salt and light in the world, influencing our communities and societies with love, compassion, and justice. By embodying these principles, we can create ripples of positive change that extend far beyond our immediate circles. His words continue to inspire and challenge us to live lives of purpose, meaning, and service to others, reflecting the transformative power of God's kingdom in our world. As we strive to follow this blueprint for living, we become active participants in the unfolding of a more just and compassionate society, one that mirrors the divine love and grace that Jesus so profoundly taught.